Welcome back, folks, to another week of Word of Mouth, talking mental health, relationships, careers, etc. Y'all know the deal. Like and subscribe to the channel. It's been a couple weeks. I've had a lot of work to do. Deadlines, art deadlines, work deadlines. I had four PowerPoints to do. Case study, I think 3 or 4 papers, excuse me, each 3 to 8 pages a piece. And it had some artist portfolios to turn in. So it was a lot of work. Kind of had to take a little hiatus from the YouTube thing, but I'm back at it. And I think it is the last thing we discussed, talked Vanessa Bryant and her toxic mother and how that affects relationships and how I felt about her, or, what I think a lot of women go through. And I kind of directed it towards women, but men can go through this. Anybody can be toxic to you in your relationship. I'm going to read a couple posts and I'm going to break them down, like the overall interpretation of it. First one is, please don't lose the best years of your life being loyal to a toxic person. This next one is, love is many things, but it's never deceitful. Nothing toxic comes from genuine love. Remember that. Another one, I don't match energy, I get rid of you. Why the fuck would I not be solid just cause you ain't? And the last one, blood ain't thicker than peace. If you're toxic, you gotta go. I don't care who you are. And this is probably the most important one. Most of us know to get rid of toxic relationships, toxic friends, but how many of us really get rid of the toxic relatives? Not many of us. Let's just be honest. We'll put up with the deceitful, abusive mother, the deceitful, abusive father, or the drug addict grandmother, or this or that. I'm just throwing out different spills. It's nothing in particular. You know what I mean. And we sit there and put up with this. And we put up with it from essentially childhood for the rest until they pass on, until we pass on. And it's not okay. We talk of breaking generational curses and habits and financial literacy. That begins with getting rid of people who are toxic to you. And that includes relatives. I say this all the time to people. You probably hear me saying it a million times on this channel. Just because you're related to somebody does not make them family. Family not going to throw you under the bus. Not real family. Not intentionally. They're not going to destroy your credit. They're not going to make you look bad. They're not going to be selfish or arrogant towards you. They're not going to do any of those things towards you out of their own self-need to self-fulfillment or jealousy or whatever ego issues they have within themselves. And the excuse of they have trauma or this and that too is not an excuse at all. A lot of them are 15, 20, 30 years older than us. There's no reason why you still should be this way at that age. You should have been to therapy, counseling, done something. You should have been financially stable enough to where you should understand and know that's what you need in your life, and you need to overcome those things. So sitting there putting up with that, people, don't do it. I'm telling you, it'll ruin your life just from experience. It'll hinder you in a lot of ways, especially on a financial level, because you'll do things for these people, and it's not like you're expecting it back or you're expecting a return. That's my dog. Expecting anything back or expecting it in return, but it's like what they'll do to you is like, damn, bro, like, are you serious? Like, did you just destroy my vehicle and then trying to blame it on me and didn't pay for it? Did you just live in my house for 6 months to a year and not pay anything and you just got a big lump sum? Are you going around people telling me I'm this and I'm that and sullying my name, which can potentially ruin careers, relationship, and networkings, all for the sake of your own benefit? Are you really doing this? So I say all this to say, and there's one thing I could say I learned during this whole COVID. You gotta get rid of everybody who's an issue to you, not just the people you want to get rid of already. You gotta get rid of everybody who causes issues in your life. And on the flip side of it, for those entitled, ungrateful people with the great parents who push them and supportive but just want to be lazy or this or that, you should be ashamed of yourself. Because I know you know people whose family who treated them like trash. You should be ashamed of yourself taking advantage of older people to do what you need to be doing. Tell them you need this, you need that, and you going to buy shoes or gamble it or do whatever other nonsense people do with money that they shouldn't be. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know a young lady told me about when she was married, how her husband's family literally helped them out financially a lot. And not to say they couldn't do it on their own, but it was kind of like they understood where they were coming from. Whereas most of us probably know families, they wouldn't give you 2 nickels to rub together on just to make it by, just because you needed some gas money or something like that, or will hold it over your head just for that simple amount that you asked for. So if you have those people in life that's going to help you do this and help you do that, watch your kids, or if you down on some luck, essentially if you got that safety net in your life, take care of that safety net. Make sure it's always good, because the moment it's not there, it will bite you on your ass. I promise you. So just like and subscribe to the channel. Link down below to our shop page if you're looking for hats or merchandise. We got shirts and hoodies and sweaters in now, so you just check it out on the page. Also, email us if you need advice or have questions about anything. We'll post it on the channel. And this is Word of Mouth. Peace.
Mm.